Hey guys, it's me. This will be a Battle Roads review type video because I played in Battle Roads yesterday. I came 8th out of 18, which I'm pretty happy with. Actually, I'm really happy with it, considering it was my first competitive match ever, and it was my first, I don't know, Pokemon battle in maybe 10 years, so I'm pretty happy with my 8th place. I went 3-2, so I won 3, lost 2. And I'll show you guys the deck build that I used. So the staples of my deck were Wailord, Reuniclus, like in terms of Pokemon, Vileplume, Zekrom, and Beartic. So basic strategy was get Wailord into the active spot. He's 180 HP, so it's not likely that he's going to be one hit KO'd. And his swallow up attack does 50 damage plus 50 more damage if Wailord's HP is more than the defending Pokemon. So get Wailord into the active spot, have Zekrom and Beartic on the bench, both of which have 130 HP, and then I'd get Reuniclus out and use its ability, Damage Swap, to move any damage off the active Wailord onto the bench. And that way I could use Swallow Up and hit for 100 damage every turn. So that strategy worked alright. And then I guess, yeah, later on I could maybe put all the damage on Zekrom and use Outrage for the for a knockout to claim the last prize or something like that if 100 damage wasn't going to be enough to take the last prize. So strategy worked pretty well. So as I said, I went 3-2. I lost my first game. I'd say he played well, but also I made quite a few rookie mistakes because it was my first game, and yeah, we only managed to play one game in the time, and we basically agreed that we didn't want to play a second game because even though it was best of 3, our decks were both quite slow to set up, so it probably wasn't gonna, I don't know. If I'd won that, then we would have gone to a third match. And in hindsight, I probably should have played the second game because I probably could have taken him down. But yeah, I didn't know I was gonna go 3-2 that day. Probably, if I'd known, I would have tried to win or play another game and then hopefully gone 4-1 for the day. But these are the things you learn. It was my first time, so I thought I'd lose every game, so I wasn't really too concerned. But yeah, I lost that match. I basically played against a Tyranitar Prime build, and it had a Bouffalante tech. So, well, basically what happened was I managed to get my Reuniclus and Wailord and Zekrom and Beartic out, but my Vileplume, I didn't manage to get out my Vileplume to Trainer Lock. So, because Vileplume's, if you don't know Vileplume's ability, Allergy Flower, stops both players from playing trainer cards. So the basic idea behind that was I'd Trainer Lock so they couldn't Pokemon capture up my Reuniclus and knock it out. But in the first game, I didn't manage to get my Vileplume out in time. He captured up my Reuniclus, knocked it out, so I couldn't damage swap. I took him down to 2 prizes, but just ran out of steam. He KO'd my Wailord, and I didn't top deck a Fisherman for a few turns, so I couldn't get the energy back to power up Beartic. And yeah, didn't draw any energies or anything like that, so ran out of steam and lost that match. But it was a good match, and it was a good experience because I'd only tested this deck once the night before against one of my friends, so it was pretty much an untested deck, and that I just took in. I built it off Ross Cawthorn's deck, which came second at the World Championships this year. So that's Reuniclus, Vileplume, Zekrom build. So yeah, I did alright in that match, lost, and then I won my next 2 matches mainly because of type advantage. I came up against Donphan Prime decks, and yeah, Wailords got a type advantage over them. ×2 weakness on Donphan, 1-hit KO'd him every turn. So yeah, I pretty much I blitzed those guys. They couldn't really do much about it, to be honest. The type advantage was just too much, and they couldn't 1-hit KO Wailord, so that was lucky. And in my 3rd match, I came up, or my 4th match rather, I came up against a Mew Prime build. Now this is a really frustrating match because he basically had 4 Mew Primes on the bench. So he'd put Celebi into the Lost Zone, put Crobat Prime into the Lost Zone, and can't remember what else, Jumpluff into the Lost Zone. So he managed to catch up my Reuniclus as well and knocked it out, so I couldn't shift damage, and he used Celebi's Time Circle with Mew. So he used Mew's attack to be able to use Celebi's Time Circle, which stops evolution cards from doing any damage. So basically, as you can see, Wailord and Beartic, 2 of my main attackers are evolution cards, and Zekrom just had too much damage on it by that stage, so basically just got it's pretty much useless, because as soon as I put it out, I was sure I could get a KO on the Mew, but he'd KO me straight back the next turn. So I took him down to 1 prize, and then at that stage obviously I wanted to get the Zekrom out, but I couldn't do it. I think, yeah, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I couldn't get the Zekrom out. But that's okay. His deck was really good build. He played it well. He also had Shaymin in his deck, which I'd traded him in the morning before Battle Roads, so that came back to bite me big time. Yeah, and my 5th game, I played against a Tyranitar Prime build again, and this time I blitzed it, won it in 2 games, and yeah, so I went 3-2 for the day. Got 8th place overall. I'm pretty happy with it. And I also managed to do some trades. I'll show you guys the trades that I did. I'm pretty happy with them. So I got a Magnezone Prime. I traded quite a lot of reverses for these, like reverse Junkarms, reverse Embor with ability, reverse Samurott with ability, and a few other things which I can't remember, but pretty happy to get this Magnezone. All the cards I traded for were cards I needed to complete my sets, so yeah, this was one of them. Really nice. All these cards are mint, so that's a bonus as well, I guess, but to be honest, I wouldn't have traded for them if they weren't mint, because these are going straight into my collection, straight into my binder. And I also managed to trade for the top half of the Lugia Legend and the bottom half of the Shaymin Legend, Ho-Oh Legend. So I traded the Shaymin for these 2 cards. Shaymin's a really good card in this format. You're probably thinking, oh, you ripped the guy off, you traded him 2 legend pieces for Shaymin, which is just a rare. But it was a reverse Shaymin, and Shaymin's actually a really good card in this format. I was considering not doing the trade. I was considering holding on to the Shaymin because it is such a good card. But in the end I decided this is a pretty good trade, and I do need to complete the collection, so I'll make the trade, and I did. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with that trade. And I traded a double colorless for the Slowking Hollow. So I need this to complete my Heart Gold Soul Silver set, and yeah, that was pretty much the day. Really good experience. Probably gonna modify my deck a little bit because I did lose a few, and can't keep playing the same deck over and over if it's losing, so I'll probably modify it a little bit. It was made up of my duplicates because my other cards go into my collection. My cards that I only have single copies of, they go to my collection, so these were made of duplicate cards, so I'm pretty happy. I'll probably tech it out a little bit, test a few other things, and yeah, I'll be playing in a league from now on, so hopefully I can do well there, win some packs which I can open for you guys. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my Battle Roads review. Hopefully it wasn't boring, hopefully it made sense. And I was also thinking of doing battle videos, so that is filming my battles that I do, decks that I play or that I'm testing, and maybe hopefully you guys can see some of the strategies that I use, strategies that other people use, and yeah, hopefully help you out if you're thinking of building a deck. I must say a big thanks to the Jaywits and Pokemon Dan, because I have been watching their videos for a little while now, and they were really helpful in getting me started, and no doubt that's why I won a few matches, because their videos are really good for beginners all the way through to experts. So yeah, big thanks to those guys. If you guys want to check them out, if you're thinking about getting back into playing, if you want some good tips and advice, you guys should check them out. I'll check the link in the underbar to their channels, and so yeah, definitely check them out, guys. Take care. I'll be doing heaps more pack openings, don't worry. I'm not substituting my pack openings for battle videos or anything. I'll be doing pack openings as well, just the same. Battle videos will be on top of that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope it wasn't boring. Did drag on for a little bit, but yeah, I guess I'm just excited. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you in the next video.